podium many years back, hasn't been able to replicate it yet. M50 turbo underneath the bonnet of this BMW 3 Series E46. What can he do right now? Another man that was also full of confidence. These guys turn up to round one. Oh, and that's a big mistake. And he went for that transition way too early and he had to handbrake across the track. Judges will not like that. How does he clean it up throughout the run? As Oliver Randalu flicks that car to big angle and he's playing a dangerous game, but it works for him as he collects that in his zone and across the line.
Yeah, you can see how aggressive the setup is on that car by that snap in that transition.
Back to Estonia we go, and it's going to be Oliver Randalu, BMW E46, M50 Turbo, fires that car in. This young man, super confident as well, looking good out there. Oh, look at that line, that's absolutely beautiful. Gets to that curb nice and early, uses all of the track, utilises that track the judges said he was allowed to use to get to that outside zone, flicks the car through, and again, he's using every inch of tarmac available here in Spain as he puts it across the line, and that was absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that M50 sounds beautiful. Maybe one of the best sounding engines. I would say
Jakob Kroll yesterday telling us that he wasn't feeling comfortable, the car wasn't feeling the greatest, but did a good job in qualifying, managed to get himself into the show, and now he starts to creep already off that line and through the gears they go as Oliver Randalu leads them in that yellow E46 BMW. A nice flick to angle. Oh, look at this from Randalu, absolutely up and gone, but he's shallow on the outside zone. Big handbrake drag down into four as Jakob Kroll on the inside of the circuit trying to make up some lost ground. And Oliver Randalu is absolutely disappearing in the distance as Jakob Kroll has nothing left in this battle. He just can't hang with Oliver Randalu as they take it across the line.
Yeah, Randalu right off the gate, right off the light.
As you can see, Jakob Kroll in that carbon Kevlar S15 off the line. Through the gears they come, down, and Jakob Kroll very slow. Looks like a big wobble from the front wheel there for Jakob Kroll, and you can see it. The initiation held back Oliver Randalu as he now flicks in a little wobble. He's shallowed up the angle. Both guys struggling to get to outside zone 4. As now Oliver Randalu makes the dive, pushes up onto the front wheel with that S15 as they fire through down into outside zone 7. More pressure applied from the Estonian as he now works his way right onto the door and across the line.
Yeah, I'm really wondering if Jakob Kroll has some sort of issue going on that he's fighting through. Because
look at this, fully focused. He's not messing around. He means business this weekend. The anti-lag fires as Randalu starts to creep and he pulls away as Heinonen now fires through the gear. And look at this as they flick across. Randalu gets himself out of formation and makes a mistake on initiation. And it's business as usual for Laurie Heinonen. Sets himself up beautifully for outside zone 4. Works his way down the hill and then back up. Now Randalu trying to find himself back into this fight, trying to gain some lost proximity. He's shallowing up the angle, cutting the circuit, and Heinonen looks rock steady.
Yeah, as close as he wants.
Exactly, there we go. Heinonen would have been told to give him a little bit of room. There was some mistakes in that lead, but Heinonen now jumps into formation onto that back bumper, and he does give him the room to manoeuvre. As Heinonen doesn't want to make any mistakes, doesn't want to put himself in any danger, but he does a little bit there as he drops the wheel off the edge of the circuit, kicks up some dust, and now Randalu starts to pull away. Heinonen not really putting himself in the fight, and I think Heinonen panicked a little bit there. He's shortcutting the circuit massively. Randalu fires all these outside zones through the checklist and across the line.
Very interesting.
Put on a protest.
I mean, I get it, so let's see here. Did they just say they timed out?
He's been disqualified from competition.
No
Oliver
way.
Randalu gives a signal to say it's been 2 minutes. Randalu leaves the line and James Dean is disqualified at the line.
Wow. This is something we are going to be talking about for a very, very long time. But at the end of the day, the rules are the rules. You have 2 minutes. Everybody plays by the same clock. And this one ran out on James Dean.
This is it. This is the first battle in our final 4. They get the green light to go and they are off the start line through the gears. It's going to be Jack Shanahan to lead in Oliver Randalu, and it looks slow, but it isn't slow as Shanahan clicks the clutch. Randalu is all over the side and the back bumper of that GT86. Jack Shanahan fires into outside zone 4 and Randalu onto the door. Look at this, tucked up close and personal. Randalu is not messing around here in Spain. How did he even do that? It didn't even make sense. Randalu is a man possessed right now.
Wow, the amount of confidence to be able to do that. I mean,
look, you need to go above and beyond right now as they come off the line. They get the green light. Randalu slams through the gears. Jack Shanahan now falls into the position, but Randalu is up and gone. Can Shanahan make up some lost ground here? He makes a dive, he fires it on big angle. He's coming in backwards to Randalu. That's insane from Jack Shanahan as Randalu glues it to the outside line. Now Jack Shanahan trying to repay the favour. As Randalu dials on the angle, he goes for that inner and outer zone. And look at that, Shanahan pushing him across the line.
Oh man, what a great way to respond to a chase like that. Jack Shanahan knows it.
It was phenomenal from where I was sitting, that's for sure. And I'm sure you guys watching online with us will agree. But the light goes green and they're through the gears. It will be Shanahan to lead out Randalu as they flick through the gears and flick the cars to angle. And look at this from Randalu, he's closer than he was before. Pushes Jack Shanahan as wide as he'll go to the edge of the circuit. They scrub the speed down into outside zone 4. Shanahan fulfills the outside zone and Randalu's back there again. Will he try it? He certainly does. He drops down on the inside. Randalu more aggressive than he was before, closer than he was before across the line.
That was nuts. I mean, Randalu's
going into here and they come off the line under the green light. It will be Randalu to lead out Jack Shanahan. Only one spot in the final away, so look at that. A strange initiation for Randalu. Massive understeer for Jack Shanahan. He has to shut it down as Randalu given the opportunity to drive away. I would love to know what happened to Jack Shanahan as they fire through. Randalu puts the car right where it needs to be, stands on the throttle, whatever on the foot brake, and gets it across the line.
And you saw Randalu there as he gets across the line, looking back across to see. And yeah, I'm wondering if Jack ended up losing a tire.
What can he do in this brand new car? This is it. The road to the championship begins for one of these drivers. Who could it be? The light goes green. Ite starts to creep off the line already. Oliver Randalu slams through the gears as BMW goes against BMW. They fire in. Identical initiation. Randalu almost straight lines. There's that much grip in the car. He fires into outside zone 4. Puts the car where it needs to be. And Ite so there has nothing at the moment. He's not in the conversation. Randalu is a man possessed as he puts that car right to the edge of the circuit from angle to angle.
What a way to try and take home the win in your first run.
Around the Drift Masters. Who will it be standing on the top step? Let's find out as they go through the gears. Randalu looks across to Ite so as they fire those cars in. Randalu now loses a little ground as Ite puts the car right to the edge of the circuit, but Randalu goes wide. Wheels over the edge of the circuit. He holds onto it. How did Oliver Randalu hold on to that run? He glues it to the side of Ite Sedet's 2 Series BMW. They fire through that inner zone as Randalu takes another bite out of the back bumper.
Wow.
Unbelievable scene.
What a crazy, crazy run.